Hello and welcome back to Poll for Initiative, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream where the audience influences the story. As always, my name, of course, is Ben or Benjamin, and I will be your dungeon master today. And with me, I have Mint, otherwise known as Inby Banshee, who'll be playing as Lise DeForest. Go ahead and say hi to everyone, Mint.
That was very soft. I don't know that I was ready for it to be soft.
I have to keep everyone guessing. It's not fun if you just know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? I hope you're ready for some more Pull for Initiative today. How are you feeling today, Mint? Do you remember where we left off?
Gonna steal a boat, or not steal, probably blow up, probably bite. Take a bite of the boat.
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna take a bite of the boat. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you guys were discussing over your mirror how you guys were going to destroy the Fortune Empress, a feat that no pirate or naval force has ever even thought possible, but you guys are going to undertake it.
Listen, they've told me before that a lot of stuff was impossible, and I'm still here. So either those people are stupid or I'm really cool.
We are actually going to skip forward a little bit. That conversation had pretty much ended, and we skip about a day forward to when the Scarlet Shark met up with you guys. And Lise, you are on the deck of the Shifting Tempest, and in front of you is Artemis, Merlin, and Fuse, and they are tinkering with one of your cannons.
Okay, now I trust you all. I look at Fuse. I trust you all.
He's vibrating. He's vibrating more than usual.
Please don't. Listen, I'm sure whatever you're going to do is going to be amazing. And I love you and I trust all of you. Please don't detonate anything on my ship.
And as you say that, your words get cut off by the cannon firing and a shot flying into the distance and into the water, and suddenly, poof, a huge watery explosion erupts.
Yeah, like that. So,
and Fuse goes, bigger, bigger, bigger.
Okay, well, as long as you're not. As long it you know what? It's fine. I leave this to you.
Artemis and Merlin are actually like standing back and discussing, and as you're talking to all of them, Artemis looks to you and says, "Lise, you said your ship is alive, right?"
Yeah. Do you count being a mimic as being alive?
And Merlin says, "Well, I'm sure there are quite a few mimics out there who would be offended that you asked."
I don't even look at him. I'm just like, Lisa's like.
And Artemis says, "Is there a reason your ship cannot fire the cannons on its own?"
Are these? Because I don't think that. Hold on. I take out the notebook. Tempest, are these cannons a part of you also, or were these cannons brought onto you separately?
And that text disappears in the text. "No, the cannons are not part of me." Appear on the page.
I'm like, okay, well, the cannons are not a part of it, right? So.
And Artemis says, "But it can move, right?"
Well, can you move the inside of the ship at all?
And that text appears in the page, and you actually see some of the floorboards begin shifting.
I'm like, well, there's your answer.
And Artemis
I'm like,
says, well, if it can shift the floorboards, it can fire the cannons.
Tempest, how do you feel about firing cannons by yourself?
The Tempest says, the text, this has never been presented to me as an option up here.
Would you like to try?
And that text just appears, and like the page is blank for a while, and then the word yes appears.
All right, the Tempest is it. Are we doing a test run, or are we just going to...
And Artemis says, now, to be clear, I don't know that we can easily hook up a contraption just yet at this very moment. We're kind of tight on time. I don't know that we can do it in the amount of time that we have, but I could certainly rig up essentially a trap that it would trigger intentionally. You notice that they've kind of modified your cannon a bit. It has like this jar of like gunpowder, sitting above it, funneling into it. And there's like there's like a ramp off the side of it of cannonballs that are ready to be loaded in. Artemis pulls a tripwire that he has rigged to the cannon out, and he squats down and like holds the tripwire by one of the floorboards, and he says, "Is there any chance that he could lift the floorboard and hold on to this?"
I write it down.
The floorboard pops up, and he threads the tripwire underneath, and the floorboard plops back down, and he says, now all that he should have to do is, if the Shifting Tempest can move that floorboard ever so slightly down, it'll tug on the tripwire, which will strike the flint, which will light the gunpowder, which will fire a cannonball.
This is a lot. I appreciate it, but I don't think you have to explain it to me, because it's all over my head. If you want me to tell the Tempest, like, I can do that, but don't tell me things like this for my sake, because I'm just not going to understand.
And he says, all right, well, just tell the Tempest to move that floorboard down.
Okay. Tempest.
You write that text into the book, and the cannon fires, and another one of those cannonballs plummets into the water, and there's a large watery explosion.
Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, well, it's fantastic. Super good. The Tempest now has more responsibility other than just running away.
And he says, now, this system is pretty rudimentary, and it's not going to hold up forever. I think at most you can get about 3 shots off of each cannon before the system is going to need to be reloaded.
Okay. That sounds good.
He says, and that's my update. And
nice. Good job.
And Merlin kind of leans over and like speaks in a low tone to you, and he says, where did you meet Fuse again?
Where did I meet Fuse?
Yes.
Lise thinks back for a little while, and she goes, he was part of Robin's crew, and I met him when I broke him out of a prison ship in, I think it was Brokera?
And he says, because he's a very bizarre individual, but I'll tell you what, both me and Artemis have been learning things about detonations from him all morning.
Yeah, that's like his whole thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything else about him other than that. That's what he likes to do, and he's good at it.
And Merlin nods along. And then he like kind of looks at you out of the side of his eye and he says, Lise, can I speak with you for a moment?
Oh God. Yep. You sure can. Are you gonna make me cry? Hold on. The answer is no if you're going to make me cry.
He says, no, nothing like that. And he kind of like leads you toward a part of the ship that no one is currently nearby. And he says, I might be being paranoid right now, but I'm concerned about something.
Sure, I'm concerned about everything all the time, forever. What's your thing?
He says, ever since you got me out of the prison, I've been speaking a lot with Oliver about the Emperor's recent press releases, and I noticed a pattern that I think Oliver missed out on.
Uh-oh.
And he says, it might be nothing, but I've noticed in every single one of his announcements, his addresses to the people of Orin, he always seems to word things a very particular way.
Like what? What do you mean?
I mean, we know that he's going to attempt to crush Sanctaria and, in his words, unify Empress. But he keeps talking about bringing harmony to all of Empress. And he's always particular about that phrasing. I'm wondering if his plans don't end at crushing Sanctaria.
Why? Oh God, no. Yeah, no. This guy's got like world domination, like on the mind, on his brain, okay? Maybe not even world domination. I wouldn't put it past him if he was like, listen, he is the Emperor of Orin, and they've got like the Templars, and they've got all that shit with Tyr. I wouldn't put it past him if he's like up to some nefarious cosmic bullshit, you know?
Says, I agree, but I would definitely keep your ear to the ground specifically with reference to plans around bringing harmony to Empress.
Yeah,
About that.
That scares me and makes me think, when a guy that just has really rancid vibes starts talking about harmony, you just know he means like taking away people's free will or like something horrible like that. That's what my gut says.
He seems to think, yes, that the whole world is going to function perfectly once he's in power.
Yeah, and that's never good.
I would say he's a fool for thinking such a thing, but we've underestimated Vladimir in the past. I don't want to underestimate him again.
I don't underestimate him. He has accomplished much. I think that a lot of what he has said is a very real threat. And I'm not, I definitely don't just like think that he's saying things. I think that he is going to do them. But I'm also confident that he sucks and I'm cooler than him. So...
no one is questioning whether or not you are cooler than him, Lise.
Right.
I have utmost confidence in the fact that you are, in fact, cooler than him.
Yeah. And that's that's what's important. That's what you gotta remember, Merlin. It's just like, everything will be okay. Probably.
Unfortunately, coolness doesn't win wars all the time.
That's okay. It's an important element, though, okay? All right? I just need you to remember that.
I will say you do have far more style than Vladimir.
Oh, I'm so excited. Merlin, have I told you about the outfit that I'm attempting to make? It's gonna be so cool, Merlin. You don't even... You're gonna look at it and you're gonna piss your robes or something. I don't know. It's gonna be cool.
He says, Oh, do you have some diagrams I could look at? Maybe a sketch or something?
Yeah, I've sketched it up. But only Elise has sketched it up. I have not. I can describe it to you, but it's not. I'm not good at sketching. I have to like commission Riley for some art or something. Okay. I tell Merlin about the dream that I had about the Emperor. It was a long story, okay? I had this dream. There was this beam of light. It was like I was walking in this tower and the Emperor was there, and it felt like somebody was carrying me. So again, I could have been a person, or I could have been like some object that I can for some reason see. No, I think I might have been a person because I had the feeling like this is what I was meant to do, but I don't think it was me because that's not what I was meant to do. Yeah, there was like this big beam of light and it was blue and it was a lot.
He doesn't say anything for a while and thinks as he's listening carefully. Merlin definitely has like a deep in thought look like on his face. He is taking what you're saying very seriously.
Yeah, you know what? Melon, I feel like you're the only fucking person who takes my dreams seriously. Every time I tell Cassandra about them, she's like, oh, that's weird. You must have eaten some cheese or something before bed. Like, no, Cassandra, no. My dreams are prophetic.
And he doesn't react to your tirade as he typically would. And then he says, you don't think that would have something to do with the Harmony plans, would you?
I mean,
you were
probably
doing as he said.
Oh. Do you think I was myself? Uh-oh. I almost never have dreams about myself. They're always about other people. I didn't actually consider that it could have been me. Uh-oh.
And he says, the blue spear, that one's easy. He's been seen wielding it many times. It's a royal spear that's been passed down through the family. It's called the Skyver. Now, whether or not that's important to this overall plan, I'm unsure. But the fact that you were assisting him, that sounds an awful lot like something that would happen because of a Harmony plan to me.
Yeah, if it was like mind control or something. Oh God, I don't want to be mind controlled. I've already got a fucking chaos god in here and also a scary clown. I really don't need any other man trying to get into my fucking head, you know? Jesus Christ.
Hey! I'm way cooler than the Emperor!
Yeah, but look, there's no room in there for anyone else, is what I'm saying, okay? There's barely enough room for me because of how much room you fucking take up.
Bedlam waddles up to you, and I say waddle because he is not in his normal form. He is literally the word cool spelled out in letters, and the O's of cool have like been like bent down into like a glare, and he's got two pupils inside the O's, and he says, I am literally cool!
Yeah, alright, this is terrifying. This is the worst thing that you've done, actually. That thing back at the Cerulean Circle was pretty bad, but this is worse. This is much worse.
He says, but you admit that I'm cooler than the Emperor, yes?
Yeah, well, everyone's cooler than the Emperor. He's
and then I'm the coolest guy around.
You are the coolest guy that inhabits my head.
That's a pretty good title!
Sure.
And he says, anyway, what are we talking about?
The Emperor and the possibility of him trying to like mind control everyone. You know, possibly like a collective hive mind. I don't know.
Lise, this is the perfect enemy for myself and you.
Harmony is the enemy of chaos, so yeah, I guess you're right.
Lise, he stands no chance!
Well, you really aren't doing anything other than It's kind of like, if he stands a chance, it's like because of me, right?
He's
Like, you haven't really done anything.
He's still fully incorporeal, but he like loops his arm around yours, and he says,
Lise and Bedlam, the unstoppable chaotic duo. You wouldn't get anywhere without me, Lise.
Well, hold on.
It's because of my fantastic, encouragement that you have gotten as far as you have.
All right. Encouragement, because you've given me nothing else.
The team cheerleader is just as important.
All right. Whatever you say. Maybe one day you'll do something important. I guess you pushed that guy off the tower that one time.
Let's not forget I have contributed.
That was the one helpful thing that you have done.
No, I threw the best party you've ever been a part of.
And you inhabited the body of a dead man.
Yes, he was dead. He wasn't using that body.
Okay. All right.
He didn't need it anymore. He was dead.
Right. Nope, we're not having this conversation right now.
If he
Bedlam.
can't have it, why can't I?
Because it's not for you. It was his. Okay, nope. I'm not. Nope, no. She's like, all right. I'm getting angry.
I'm just saying.
and he's like walking, like talking with his hands, and trips over the banister of your ship and falls into the ocean.
Yeah, all right. God, anyways. I look at Merlin like, do you see what I mean? All these men in my head.
Merlin looks at you and blinks once and is unsure what to say.
Sorry, I understand that for everyone else, it's a one-sided conversation, but you just have to take my side on this, that he was being annoying.
And he says,
I don't know. You might have been getting under his skin, Lise. I don't have his side of the argument.
Under his skin? He takes his skin off regularly, Merlin. I don't think anyone can get under there.
And as you say that, Bedlam's skin like flops onto the ship from the water, tossed up there. Bedlam is not inside his skin.
Ew. Anyway, but yeah. I've had enough of these old fucking men telling me what to do and getting inside my brain and trying to take over the world. Like, I'm fucking sick of it. God damn. Enough already.
Merlin says, you know what? I bet we don't have to worry about the Emperor controlling your mind.
Why is that? Because I'm so
I don't
cool?
think he'd want to be in there.
That's the equivalent. That is the equivalent of a mother telling their child not to worry about being kidnapped because they would bring them back because they were so annoying. That's fucked up, Merlin.
And Merlin says, you know what? That's a good point. They probably won't lock you up in prison either.
That is okay. Wow.
You can see in his face,
Merlin.
the corners of his mouth are twitching and he's trying his damnedest not to laugh.
God damn, okay. I told you if you were gonna make me cry, I wasn't gonna come talk to you, and you roast the shit out of me instead. I wouldn't have come over here if I knew that was the case either.
And he says, jokes aside, I actually have faith because I know that you can defeat the Emperor, Lise.
Yeah, and you also think that he'll get in my brain and be like, oh no, and try and get out of there immediately.
And he chuckles a little bit under his breath before going back over to Artemis and Fuse. And he looks over his shoulder and he says,
Oh, that does help.
and then continues over.
Cassandra, Merlin told me that my brain space is inhospitable.
And
Cassandra comes over and says, I mean, honestly, with all the things going on in your head, I wouldn't want to be in there either.
Cassandra, don't you take his side.
She says, why do you want to be in there?
It's mine! I'm the only one who should be in here! But for some reason, there are other people too! That's not my fault!
It's fun in here!
No, it's bad. It's a bad place to be. You're right, it's bad.
It's a party, always! Lise would never want to leave me.
Oh my god. If I could vacate my own brain at this point, actually, I probably would.
And as you guys are having this conversation, you notice Helga is kind of bashfully walking over to you guys. And you feel like she's trying to get your attention specifically.
I'll be right back, Cassandra. I think I think Helga needs me to read her a letter.
Chat, Helga has received another letter. Is this letter informative or encouraging? Oh. There we go. All right, chat. Is the letter informative or encouraging? 1 in chat for informative, 2 in chat for encouraging.
Encouraging.
It's looking like it's gonna be encouraging.
Interesting.
All right. We're going to end the poll there. And Helga kind of like under her breath as you approach her, she says, Lise, you are willing to help Helga decipher paper?
Yes. Let me see it.
And she leads you back below deck on the Shifting Tempest, and hands you the letter, which I will send to you now.
I'm so excited.
The first thing you notice
long.
is this letter is significantly longer. The text covers the front and back of the page this time.
Oh shit. All right. Ooh, Helga, look, it's long. I fan it to see if she's like sprayed perfume on it.
It smells vaguely like spring flowers. In fact, you can't quite place any one particular scent. You have a feeling that maybe she had been gardening that morning or something.
Look, it smells like flowers. Sweet, like her. Okay, cute. Okay.
Helga is sweating bullets.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Are you ready? Take a deep breath.
She nods
Remember
furiously.
to breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay. In,
She goes,
out. Okay, not like that. I hand her a paper bag. I'm like, all right, breathe into the bag. No. Okay. Dearest Helga, I was so elated to discover your letter in my mailbox this morning. I simply had to write you back the moment I had access to a quill and paper. You have such a flattering way with words. I have been struggling all morning not to blush. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. We simply must spend an afternoon together at your earliest convenience, should you have the time and desire to do so. I think we have I also think we have quite a lot in common. I love going for a brisk early morning jog, especially on a foggy... Wait, what?
As you say that line, talk about the pot calling the kettle black, you notice in Helga's eyes that she's very confused, and she says, pot and kettle. Cooking.
No, so it's a phrase. It means you. How do I describe this? It means you have said something. Because a pot and a kettle are both black.
Says, yes. Why
So,
would pot
if-
call kettle black?
When they're both, because it's like
Helga is confused.
I don't
Oh
know.
no! Do you think Elizabeth is confused?
No, I think that you are confused, and I don't know how to explain this to you. I am actually, I actually cannot think of a way to, accurately describe to Helga what this phrase means. It's like, it's like when, I think in this instance, she is referring to the fact that you were saying that she was beautiful and fun to talk to and all of that, when in fact she thinks the same of you. So you said to her, you are beautiful and I like to speak with you. And by saying this phrase, she means that she thinks the same of you, and so she's like, well, talk about the pot calling the kettle black because you're both beautiful and fun to talk to, and you both enjoy talking to each other. Does that make sense?
She stays quiet for a while and she says, I think the puzzle has confused you, Lise. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, it has. I've talked myself into a hole. Okay, anyway, God, where was I? Okay, I also think we have quite a lot in common. I love going for a brisk early morning jog, especially on a foggy autumn morning. Perhaps you might join me on a jog sometime, though I doubt I'd ever be able to keep up with you. I also had no idea you had an interest in gardening. If I'm being honest, I don't want to guide your hand too much. I want you to experiment and enjoy gardening as much as I do. Besides, you are the most sincere and full-hearted woman I've met in a long time. I have no doubt you'll shower your peonies with love and they'll grow big and strong. Just remember to plant the seeds 2 centimeters deep in a large pot, if not in ground soil, with plenty of sunlight and not to overwater them. Flowers are like children. You should give them love, but not smother them. You'll make an amazing gardener. I just know it. You seem like the kind of woman who would move mountains to achieve your goals. I admire that about you. I am eagerly awaiting an update on your gardening adventures.
She flexes really hard and says,
She wants Helga to move mountains!
No, that's not what that means either. Hold on.
No, she admired that Helga moved mountains!
Okay, you know what, Helga? You could probably move a mountain if you wanted to. And you know what? That's
Helga will do this thing for Elizabeth.
Okay. It says, sincerely, Elizabeth, P.S. Oh. P.S. Your penmanship matches your beautiful personality. I dare say it's downright royal. I might have forgotten to put in there that I was writing this for you. Would you like me to add that somebody else is writing for you?
She says, she like good handwriting?
I'm sure she would like your handwriting as well.
Says, Lise, you teach Helga to write like you?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I grew up taking calligraphy, so yeah, I can teach you for sure.
She says, right now.
Okay. I take out a blank piece of paper. And I spend the next hour giving Helga a lesson in handwriting.
After that hour's up, she's gotten about midway through the alphabet, and you can actually start to recognize the letters in her writing.
You're doing very good, Helga. I find a gold star somewhere and I stick it on her forehead. Good job.
Helga will have pretty handwriting for Elizabeth. And
Yes.
she says, Elizabeth included these in letter. What are these? And there's a small pouch that she hands to you.
I dump it out on the table.
You see a number of little black seeds.
Oh, Helga, she sent you some peony seeds so that you can start your own garden.
Says, Helga will do this thing right this instant.
Well, we don't have any pots or soil, but we are going to Southern Orin after we take on the Fortune Empress. So maybe while we're there, we can see if there is like a gardening stall or something like that.
Says, so what leases say, we have destroy Fortune Empress, and then we get pot so that Helga grow peony, which Helga can then give to Elizabeth.
Yes.
She has like that anime style thing happen where like a shadow goes over like the upper part of her face, and she says, Fortune Empress will be reduced to shreds.
Okay, yeah. Good job, Helga. Good motivation. At least to herself, says like, I wonder if they have any fabric shops in Southern Orin. Because she's like thinking about how she's gonna get fabric to make her new outfit. Anyway. Do you want to write her back now, or do you want to wait a little bit until we've had a few more writing lessons so that you can write it yourself?
She says, maybe you write. Let her back for now.
Okay. Yeah, I write her back whatever Helga wants me to.
It's a lot of tell her she is pretty and fun to talk to. Followed by ask her what other hobby she has. Oh, and tell her Helga would love go jogging. If want go jogging together.
Yeah. Why don't we ask where in Orin she lives? Because if she lives in Southern Orin, we might be able to see her when we go. But if she lives in Northern Orin, then probably not.
And she says, "Oh, okay. Wait. Should ask for address."
No, let's start with, do you live in, asking like what part of Orin?
Ask her where
do you
she
live
live.
No, I at least ask very politely which part of Orin she is currently residing.
And she then says, "Oh, and what activities she enjoy doing in town?"
Okay, all right, yes, we'll write that in. Again, do you want me to tell her that this is being penned by someone else, and then when you start writing them, you can let her know it's you? We can make this like you are very busy, so you have someone writing this down for you. Maybe like while you're like gardening or something.
She says, "You do not want to lie to Elizabeth. You tell Elizabeth." And she's like thinking really hard, and she says, "Friend, write this because Helga is shy about how pretty her handwriting is."
Got it. Amazing. I will do that. At the bottom. All right. P.S. And then from Lise will say, "Thank you for the compliment. However, this is being penned by a friend of Helga because she is ... shy about her beautiful handwriting."
And then she says, "It is not lie. It is just not true yet. but it will be true.
Yeah, so it's like a postponed truth, or it is a future truth. You know.
And she sits there for a second. She says, "Did Helga do bad? Is this lying?"
No, it's not lying. It's called a white lie, and white lies are fine.
She says, "Okay. Elise will teach Helga good, pretty handwriting. More."
Yes. Yeah. Whenever you want, as long as we're not, in the middle of battle.
And as you guys are finishing up the letter, you see Oliver come down below deck, and they say, all right, I think everything's good to go.
Oh shit, that was fast. Okay. Where do we find the Fortune Empress? Also, the Emperor is not going to be on board, even though it is his ship, right? It'll be Captain Admiral Will Sterling, right? Or do they only take it? Oh,
Come back to your captain's quarters. We're actually about to discuss this right now.
great. Okay, come on, Helga.
Helga follows you. And you guys head back to your captain's quarters. Inside is Oliver, Merlin, and your father.
Hold on. Cassandra! She doesn't even open the doors or anything. She just yells really loud and then waits.
And Cassandra was actually right out in the hallway, and you just yelled in her ear, and she says, I'm right here.
Oh, I didn't see you. You're so beautiful. I couldn't see you.
And she walks in as well.
Okay.
And Oliver lays out a sheet of paper that they've been writing notes on, and they say, all right, now that we're all here, I think we have a plan together.
Oh, wait, hold on. Really quickly, I'm sure you've already made your introductions. Merlin, this is my dad. Dad, this is Merlin. I whispered to my dad, he's kind of been like my replacement dad a little bit because he's old and he's also a half-elf and he's kind of jokingly mean to me sometimes, but it's okay because I like it and I think it's funny and I bully him about being old and crippled sometimes, but that's just our friendship.
Give me a stealth check.
No, she whispered it like she's pretending no one else could hear, but she said it like not that quietly. Like,
Merlin looks at your dad and says,
Well, I certainly hope she didn't get her discretion from you.
she flips him off.
Your dad laughs and he says, we've met. Oh, we've shared stories.
Oh my god. You talk about me? What have you said?
Merlin looks at you and says, well, talk is I would say incorrect description of it. I would say more like laughed about.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. She's putting up.
They're both laughing together. And Oliver says, so, we're going to want to attack under cover of night.
Sure.
The idea is, we're going to knock two birds out with one stone. We're going to destroy the Fortune Empress, and while the Navy is concerned with that, Lise will make her escape on the Dreadnought. And the Fortune Empress, the Shifting Tempest can escape because it can pilot itself.
Right.
They say, now, this is going to be a very, very important moment in the war. Because typically, the Fortune Empress is manned by Admiral William Sterling. Now, we have some potential dirt on the Templars, but we've been struggling to find some way to put the Oran Navy off kilter. This may be our
So-
solution.
If we kill,
Kill
the
the
admiral, fuck yeah. That'll put him off kilter, I think. Also, I turn to Helga and I go, we're not actually killing birds with stones. I'll explain it to you later.
Helga says, Helga like birds.
Yeah, no one's birds. No, we're not killing the birds. I'll explain it to you later.
Merlin says,
Now, the most important part of this whole process is going to be to take out the helm. If the helm can be destroyed, then the Fortune Empress will essentially be unable to move. Next would be the sails. The sails are second priority, because with the sails still intact, it can only sail in a straight line. However, if the
Right.
helm is destroyed, we can keep all our ships behind the Empress, where their cannons can't reach us.
So we want the helm destroyed first.
Merlin says, yes, as quickly as we possibly can. Now, the idea is that the Dreadnought is going to sail underneath the Fortune Empress and resurface behind it, doing as much damage to the helm as possible. It'll be a direct shot. The helm is at the back of the ship. And he says, now, of course, the Empress is going to be attempting to rotate and get the Dreadnought within range of its cannons. This is where the Shifting Tempest comes into play. You can't go underwater, but you can sail nearly twice as fast as any other ship on water.
Yeah, mimics are pretty fast.
Hopefully, the idea is that we'll at least have one ship behind the Fortune Empress at all times. And we should always be aiming to have both ships behind.
And when does the Tempest get to bite the Empress?
Oliver speaks up and says,
Okay, so this is difficult to factor into a strategic plan because I've certainly never had to think about something like this.
My
But-
ship wants to take a bite.
and Oliver says,
But if the helm is disabled, then I'm certain that the Shifting Tempest would be able to outrun the Fortune Empress.
I think that we could outrun it. I have outrun the Fortune Empress.
Well, if they're able to turn, they may be able to shake their ship loose, is what I'm getting at.
I see.
and Oliver says,
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Lise. This is probably the biggest wild card of this entire plan. None of us really know how this part of the plan is going to work.
The bite?
Yes, we haven't seen your ship bite a ship before.
I've seen the shadow. I could vaguely describe to you what it looks like.
and they say,
I'm not doubting you. It's just it's hard to factor in, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so are you just expecting me to gauge when the best time for that is? And then
You would know better than anyone.
what if I got it like right on one side and then all of that side's cannons are like fucked? Or some of them, right? Because he just bites the cannons off, you know?
Merlin says,
If you can, I think no matter what, you should avoid being on the sides of the Fortune Empress.
Right. So do you want me to bite the helm off? Because that would be helpful.
That would probably be safer.
Okay.
Being on the side of the Fortune Empress is probably one of the most dangerous places to be. Both starboard and port have completely obliterated ships in one cannon blast.
Okay, let me get the Tempest in on this. Tempest, would you like to eat The butt of the Empress.
That text disappears in the page, and then the text, ellipses appear and then disappear, and then it says, "The stern?" question mark.
Yeah, you know, the butt. where the wheel is.
That text disappears, and the text "all" appears on the page.
Okay. 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 We will start with the stern.
That text disappears to the page, and the text "okay" appears.
When the battle is over, if there is time, you may eat the rest of it.
That text appears into the page, and the text "thank you" appears.
I draw a little heart, and I write, "I love you."
That disappears into the page, and it returns a hyper detailed and realistic drawing of a human heart.
Lisa just writes, "Yes," and then closes it. He goes, "Okay, well, the Tempest wants to eat the whole thing, but it's fine just eating the butt to start with." I look at Oliver and I go, "When we're done, do you think it can eat the rest? Because it might get a little grumpy if we don't let it eat the rest."
Merlin says,
The Shifting Tempest is welcome to eat the entire Orin fleet if it would like.
It would, yeah. No, it's like the cannons are the problem, you know.
He says, yes, that actually tends to be the story for most sailors, that cannons are an issue.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the Tempest isn't a sailor. The Tempest is, well, actually, because the Tempest is alive, is it the best pirate who's ever lived? Anyway, yes, this sounds good. Solid plan. Is there anything else I need to know before we go into this? What if? Okay, there's gonna be Valiver. Are we just going to deal with them?
Oliver says, that's a bit unavoidable at this point. In fact, part of the reason we have to hit it tomorrow night is because the Fortune Empress is going to be part of a large escort of additional Valiver to the battlefront.
So hold on. So we're not just fighting the Fortune Empress. We have to fight its other ships too?
No.
and they lay out another sheet of like kind of a naval map of a bunch of different ships, and Oliver says, I'm calling in all remaining favors at this point. We're gonna have a very small army of ships, hopefully able to distract a lot of the other ships in the escort. The idea is we're going to try and draw as much fire as we possibly can to give you a direct hit on the Fortune Empress.
Yeah, that would be best, because the Empress is gonna be like hard enough, you know?
And Oliver says that they do like a heavy exhale. You can tell that like there's a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now, and they say, this is without a doubt one of the most important fights of the entire war. If we fail here, that may well cost us everything.
Do you need a hug?
Their face goes red and they say,
No, I'm okay.
She hugs him, or them. She hugs them anyway.
they like don't really know how to respond, and they kind of like do that awkward thing where they like gently raise up their like forearms and like pat you on the back.
I'm like, it's okay, Oliver. You've been under a lot of pressure, and we all appreciate everything that you have done and everything that you have sacrificed. And it is appreciated. And just deep breaths, okay? We're not alone.
And Merlin says,
I have utmost confidence that Lise and her father will pull this off, especially with all their friends on board with them. Really, the only question is if we can all keep it together and get the heck out of Dodge when it's necessary.
Yeah. I think she pointedly looks everybody in the eyes. And she says, I think that she gets like, Lisa's like jokey, and like she like always tries to make light of like bad situations, and she's like never very serious. But I think that in this moment she is like all pretense of like jokes or like anything like that is like completely gone. I think she's like might for the first time in years be like truly deadly serious. And she looks at all of them in the eyes. She like purposefully makes eye contact with everybody. And she says, no man left behind. Am I clear?
everyone solemnly nods.
She says, all right then, let's go. Let's go eat the fortune Empress.
And Helga chimes in and says, we will not fail because Helga need to go buy flower pots.
Yes, and I need to potentially rob a fabric store. I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet. I look at Cassandra. I'm like, oh yeah, how do you feel about like a fabric store heist?
And Cassandra says, is that really what's on your mind right now?
I know. I'm thinking too far ahead. I know. Look, this outfit's really got me, you know.
She says,
really got me
I
thinking
mean,
about it.
have you even like done like a detailed diagram? I mean, Lise, the little stick figure drawing you did with like the little cape on it and everything, like
Better now, okay? I did a better sketch of it. All right.
she says, yeah, okay, yes, I know you colored some red hair onto the stick figure, but that
All right, Cassandra.
that doesn't actually help the diagram.
Fine,
Lise.
we'll talk about it after the mission. God.
And your father says, he kind of pulls you aside as the meeting is adjourning, and he says,
Try to keep the heroics to a minimum, yeah?
That's her response.
And he says, well, seriously, I just got you back.
I know. And I'm not going anywhere. Probably.
he like looks like temporarily relieved, and then you say that, and he's like, well, okay.
Listen, sometimes I get stuck in time for 5 years, okay? Shit
He
just
says,
kind of
well, okay,
happens.
don't do that.
Shit, Dad, listen. I know that you haven't been around in a while, and so you don't really know how I operate. But things just kind of happen to me sometimes, okay? And you just gotta accept it.
And he says, well, okay, things aren't just gonna happen, okay? We're not letting that, that's the reason I'm saying keep the heroics to a minimum.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna let my ship eat the biggest ship ever. So I think, if anything, you tell the Tempest, save the heroics for the Tempest,
And
as you guys are walking out of the back up to the top deck, you see Artemis and Fuse have kind of worked out a system where Fuse will jump on the plank that needs to be lifted up, and Artemis will thread the tripwire. And they have done this for every cannon on the deck at this point.
Oh my god, that's a lot. Good job. Are we doing any below deck?
And Artemis says, "Already done."
Oh shit. Goddamn, alright. Nice.
And Fuse hops on one more floorboard off toward the port bow, and he the plank lifts up, and Artemis threads the tripwire underneath, and he says, "And that was the last one." And clips the tripwire with little wire cutters.
Nice. So can I, just to make sure that I understand the plan, so the Dreadnought is going to go underneath and come up behind and start attacking the ship. And then while the Dreadnought is distracted, the Tempest comes in?
While the Fortune Empress is distracted, yes.
Yes. Okay.
The idea is that the Fortune Empress will be attempting to rotate to hit the Dreadnought, making them rotate away from facing you, and thus giving you an opening to sail behind them.
Fantastic. And where are we leaving the Scarlet Shark here, or what are we doing with that?
The Scarlet Shark is going to be leading the other ships in the diversion attack.
I see. So it's just my dad's crew and my crew.
Yes.
Attacking the Empress. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah, okay, cool. I just wanted to clarify.
And it's getting to be late. And you guys are going to be sailing there under dead of night. This is your last chance with everyone on the everyone between the three ships currently together. Is there anyone in particular you wanted to talk to?
I think that once everyone's together, she goes, "Oh, sing my song again." And she looks at Merlin and like Oliver, and she's like, "Have you heard my song? Did you know there was a song? Have you heard it?"
Oliver says, What do you mean? Your song?
My song.
And Cassandra starts laughing, and whips out the drum, and begins beating on it. And doom, 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 doom. And Jay cries out, "There once was a pirate, terror of the seas!" And Lexi, Stacy, Becky, and Flint all join in with, "Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye." And Jay again, "And she was a captain, cruel as could be. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. They say she'd pillage and kill freely. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye." Slew the prior scourge and laughed with glee. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. Put his head on her ship so you'd know to flee. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. Well, killing and raiding got too easy. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. Grew bored of always winning, you see. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. She crossed the veil, continued her spree. Oh, I, the scourge of the sea, watch your stern or she'll sink ye. Now she plunders souls as the sea banshee. Oh, I, the banshee
Banshee of the sea! Watch your stern or she'll sink ye!
And at the end, is that the end?
Yes, that's the end.
At the end, Lise goes, "That's me."
And yeah, as the final shield sinky rings out across the ship, everyone cheers. Yeah, yeah! And you notice that everyone has kind of like encircled you, Lise.
Yeah, I think that entire time Lise was like fucking dancing, like. She's like, "Hell yeah, I got a song."
And your father steps forward and grabs your wrist and raises your hand into the air, and he says,
With the sea scourge on our side, this mission's as good as won!
I just start
and
like
everyone
setting off
cheers.
like firebolts, like fireworks, but yeah.
And Merlin pulls up right next to you on your other side, and he says,
Now, how about we all revive a legend, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm here. I'm still here. I've been here, you know?
and everyone cheers one final time, and everyone is pumped up. In fact, take a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Cool. Is there anybody that I want to talk to? I feel like I already had my like tearful reunions and like all of that stuff with everyone.
Okay. I just don't want to skip forward if there's like specific conversations you want to have over the course of the next day.
Yeah, there might be, but I can't think of any.
Okay. And with that, you guys split off and begin sailing to your designated areas for this fight. The crew of the Dreadnought sailing directly underneath the Fortune Empress. You can actually look overboard on your ship, and you can see like the shadow of their ship beneath you.
I know that I can't see them, but I wave at the water anyway.
And you guys begin making your way toward the Bay of Azure. Now, we are going to have a quick poll because, Lise, as you're approaching the bay, you notice that there's a familiar face standing near the bow of your ship.
What?
It's Bedlam.
Oh.
But he didn't really announce himself or anything. He's just staring into the distance.
Uh-oh.
And chat, we're going to have a quick poll. Does Bedlam look happy or concerned?
Uh-oh.
Think very carefully about which you want Bedlam to be. There might be an obvious answer here, but perhaps not.
Yeah, that's tough, because it could be like Bedlam gets happy about things that are chaotic, but he also doesn't get concerned about much. But I don't know. That's tough, actually.
Ray says concern might be worse. Might it
I
be?
mean, I can't remember a time I've ever seen him like concerned.
Ooh, this
But
is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna give chat plenty of time to vote on this.
Yeah, take your time. So maybe if you're thinking too hard about it, maybe just go with your gut, you know? I don't know. I can't tell you what I would pick. I don't know what I would do if I were you, so I'm kind of glad I don't have to take the polls, actually.
Does everyone have their votes in?
I think only...
Anyone could tilt the scales.
Oh. I think that's everyone now.
All right. That's all the votes. You step up
Uh-oh.
to the bow of your ship,
Okay.
and you see Bedlam up there, and he doesn't address you.
Bedlam?
He says in a low, almost haunting tone,
Do you feel that, Lise?
Can I feel anything?
something feels off, but you have no idea what it could possibly be. But you've noticed this entire day, things have felt strange.
I guess so. What is that?
He says,
Please. Something terrible is coming.
Yeah. Is it me? It's not me. It's something else.
he looks to the sky and then his left and right and slowly turns his head over his shoulder to look you in the eye, and he says,
Please. Something very terrible is coming.
But you wouldn't like it if it was going to bring harmony or death, right?
he says,
God, you're starting to sound like Fuse.
It's going to be so exciting, Lise.
Okay, what is it?
That's the best part.
You don't
I
know?
don't know.
Oh, great. You can just feel it in your weird little bones, huh? Great. This isn't foreboding at all.
he says,
Something that I don't know I've ever experienced.
What does that mean? What are you
Says-
going to experience?
he says,
I already told you. I
Something
don't
terrible.
know.
Oh,
I haven't
great.
experienced it, Lise. All I can say is I'm so excited.
But what if it's something you don't like?
he says,
That's also the best part. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
All right. Well,
he has turned around now and is like slowly walking towards you, and he puts his hands, like his ethereal hands, on your shoulders, and he says,
Lise, I don't know what's coming. I have never experienced it. Do you know how few things I haven't experienced?
yeah, I mean, I guess so.
and as he's looking into your eyes, he says,
I'm so afraid, Lise.
and when you look in his eyes, you do see horrifying fear. But his smile is only getting bigger.
you're a fucked up little guy, huh?
And he says, I have a feeling I'm going to be even more fucked up soon.
I have a feeling that, you know what? Me too. I have a feeling that the both of us are going to be fucked.
And he says, what a journey we've been on, Lise.
Has it been? It has. Jesus, it really has.
And he says, no matter what happens, Lise, I want you to know I've had an amazing time, and you are my best friend.
Don't say that like you are going to die or like I'm going to die, because that's not okay.
He says, I don't know if either of us are going to survive it.
Can you die?
He says, I don't know.
Is there an afterlife for deities? Or would
He
you
says-
just like become the chaos that's like in the universe?
He says, I think you're thinking too small, Lise.
Oh no. What do you mean?
I
thought
don't
I
know
was
that we can
thinking big.
take anything for granted.
What does that mean?
He says, I don't know. Probably should disregard it.
No. No. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna store it away. I'm gonna put it in a little filing cabinet. I'm gonna keep it. All right. Nothing
and
gets discarded.
he starts dancing around the ship, and he says,
This is so exciting! Oh, I can't wait to see what's going to happen! Whoa!
I think Lisa's like, well, at least the music has returned.
And he says, I wonder if it's going to destroy reality as I know it. I wonder if it's going to delete me from existence. I wonder if everyone's going to die.
Ooh, or maybe everyone's going to come back to life. Oh, or...
and he starts listing out like any number of apocalyptic scenarios he can think of. And he says,
Or maybe none of that. Maybe nothing's going to happen. Maybe this is just a fluke.
Do you know what? I also don't know. And unfortunately, we're going to have to find out together.
and he says,
Well, I'm so excited to experience it with you, Lise.
Yeah.
he says,
All right, Bedlam and Lise, the dynamic duo. We're going to take this bull by the horns.
and he holds out his hand for a handshake with you.
You know that I can't touch your hand.
Says, come on, Lise.
And he like wiggles his hand in front of you.
I just like whoosh my hand through it.
When you do that, his arm becomes severed and flies onto the deck of the ship, and he says,
Ah, Lise, how could you? I thought we were best friends.
You told me to do it. I don't know what you
I told you to shake my hand, not cut it off.
Yeah. Oh, here, you have another hand.
a baby hand starts growing out of the stump on his arm and slowly forms into a new hand, and he says,
Ah, much better. Now shake my hand, Lise.
Oh, okay. I like, she takes it like this.
He moves his hand up and down as if you guys are actually shaking hands.
Yeah. Okay. Why are we shaking hands?
Says, because we're going to face whatever this is together.
Okay. If you make reality die, I'll never forgive you.
he says, Lise, how many times do I have to tell you? I also don't know what it is.
Well, just because you don't know doesn't mean you don't have something to do with it, okay? I didn't know I was a part of a prophecy until someone told me.
He says, Lise,
What?
I think this something has nothing to do with me.
Oh, I don't like that. What? Uh-oh. Well, who does it have to do with then? Ugh.
He says, I don't know.
And he
Right.
has the biggest smile yet. At this point, his smile is like distorting around his face.
All right. Well, this is a little more concerning than it has ever been.
He's gone
and
full Cheshire cat with his smile.
I have a ship to prepare to kill. All right. I don't need this like foreboding shit right now. Okay.
And he says, "Righto!" And he says, "Quick, smile, vile, in positions, boys!" And they run to the cannon. He jumps inside the nearest cannon on your ship, and he says, "I'll see you there, Lise!" And they fire off the cannon, and Bedlam flies into the distance, and they jump into the water after him.
I think that she's just like, this can't be good. This is bad. This is bad. I think she goes to Cassandra and she's like, you're never gonna believe what I just saw.
You don't really know what to expect, but something about that moment when Bedlam dropped his smile and you saw genuine fear for just a split second, that made your heart sink into your stomach.
Yeah.
You experienced a fear that you've never experienced before.
Yeah. I think she just eats it. She's like, this bad, but I have more pressing matters to deal with.
And as you go to Cassandra, she sees like you've like gone like sheet white in the face.
Cassandra, do you think I need a 10?
She says, "Oh, you okay? You feeling all right?"
Nope.
Says, you're not seasick, are you?
I've swallowed my heart into my stomach, and it lives there now.
She says, I don't think I follow."
I think she describes what her interaction just now.
She says, "He doesn't normally act like that, does he?"
No, I don't think I've ever seen him without the music going, and it was very unsettling.
And she says, "Well, that's not good to hear on the night of the mission."
Yeah, I know. I hope it has nothing to do with our mission and something to do with something I can deal with and process at a later time. But you know that things never work out like that for me.
She says, "Okay, I almost wish you wouldn't have told me until afterward."
Oh, sorry. I can bonk you on the head and maybe you'll forget.
She says, "Nope, that's okay. It's just, let's pretend like that didn't happen."
Okay.
And she hugs you.
I hug her back. I think that we're hugging, and Foxbud does that dog thing where he squeezes in between our legs and tries to get up into the hug because he wants.
But is he successful?
What does he roll?
You can handle all these rolls on your end.
Strength. That's a natural 19 strength versus Lise. Lise got a 1.
Oh,
And Cassandra got a 12, yeah. Foxbud gets up in there and knocks Lise for her ass, probably.
the three of you hug very tight.
Yeah.
Foxbud doesn't really fully understand what's going on, but he's super into being hugged by two people at once.
He saw this and he wanted desperately to be a part of it, no matter what it was.
And with that, you continue sailing into the night.
Wait, can I just say that while the three of us were hugging, Helga walked in and hugged all of us at once and tried to pick all of us up at the same time.
Yeah, she wraps her massive arms around all three of you and lifts you all into the air and swings you back and forth. And she says, "Group hug!"
Yeah, perfect. Now the it's been completed now. All right.
You continue sailing into the night, and you are beginning to enter the Bay of Azure. And the sun begins setting in the distance, and you see, as it's setting, stretching up over the horizon, are the massive sails of the Fortune Empress.
I think Lise, she dons her pirate outfit. She puts her hat on. She puts her eye patch on. And I think that she fucking cracks her knuckles. I think she's standing at the very front of her ship, just like waiting, looking out into the night. And she's like, I'm gonna sink that fucking ship.
And it's like all at once things become darker as the final sliver of the sun sets over the horizon, and you feel a mist rising up from the ocean waters, and it's getting incredibly dark incredibly quickly, and you see behind, as the Fortune Empress extends further and further over the horizon, you see a number of Orin Royal Naval ships behind it. And you look over your shoulder, and you see a significantly smaller number of Allied ships behind you. You know for a fact that this fight, while very important, will not last long.
Right.
And as you sail closer and closer, you see the shadow of the Dreadnought extend out in front of the Shifting Tempest. The plan is in action. There's no going back now.
I think that as she sees the shadow pass underneath, I think her heart kind of goes with it. And it feels like it leaves her body. And I think that Lise kind of takes like everything else out of her mind. It's like, if it's not what I'm doing right now, it's not important.
As you do this, Cassandra squeezes your shoulder, standing with you on the bow of the ship. Foxbud to your left. He looks up at you and lets out a small whine.
I scratch behind his little ears. And I'm like, we'll be okay.
The ships behind you further their advance, speeding up, letting their sails down, as the Shifting Tempest slows its speed, waiting for the Dreadnought to get into position. The ships sail forward, and what feels like a lifetime stretches out before you, waiting to hear that first initial gunshot. And finally, it rings out. A single cannon fire from one of your allied ships, followed by many more. As all the ships let loose their cannons, Orin responds in turn, all of their ships moving into position, a naval battle ensues. The ships begin redirecting to their left, attempting to draw an opening for the shifting tempest. You see it. The book is in your hands.
Let's go.
You write those words, and the shifting tempest lurches forward with incredible speed. There's an opening in front of you, and the shifting tempest is moving rapidly toward it. You see the Fortune Empress easily 4 times or more larger than your already very large ship. You see all of its cannons shining in the night, thorns in the otherwise inky black darkness. And then you see them, the Valiver, manning the cannons. Their soulless faces, ready to fire at a moment's notice. Buzzing on the deck of the ship, they are getting into position. You realize they've noticed you. I'm going to change the view. You see, stretched out in front of you, the Fortune Empress, its ghostly, nearly white visage, its lightly blue lumber in front of you. Impossible to handle with just your ship alone. And as the Valiver begin making eye contact with your ship, you hear orders ringing out from the surface of the deck.
Warning! Warning! Enemy vessel approaching the Fortune Empress. Warning! Warning! Turn toward the starboard bow. Begin opening fire on...
And before those commands can finish, water explodes out from directly behind the Fortune Empress, mere feet behind it. Four cannons fire immediately, connecting with the helm of the Fortune Empress. The battle has begun. You watch as splinters explode out from the back of the ship, and suddenly a lot of the Valiver begin it's like they're like bees being summoned to the surface of the hive. They're scattering everywhere, and you hear general sentiments of
Warning! Warning! New vessel off the stern! New vessel off the stern!
and these Valiver begin rushing, 2 of them to the back cannons. I'm treating the entire crews of the Fortune Empress and the Dreadnought as single initiative things, just to keep this battle moving quickly.
Yeah.
However, you, Cassandra, and Helga, and the Shifting Tempest will all be separate initiative. Do you want to tell us what you rolled?
Lise rolled a 4.
Okay.
So that's a great start for this battle.
Yeah. You'll
and,
bring up the rear.
Yeah. And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, Cassandra rolled a natural 20.
Okay, good. Yeah, see, you guys sandwich all the combat.
Yeah. And Helga fucking smack dab in the middle. She got a 12.
Okay, good. The Shifting Tempest rolled a 15.
All right.
So that'll be going shortly after Cassandra.
Nice.
So with that surprise order over, that initial attack by the Dreadnought, the four of you stand on the bow of the Shifting Tempest. Cassandra is up in the initiative order.
All right. Let's see. I think that Cassandra. Oh, did you give Cassandra her long rest? So all her spell slots are.
Oh, did I not update her sheet? Yes, she did get a long rest, but I may not have updated her spell slots on the sheet. Give me 1 second. All right, she should be long rested.
All right, there we go. Okay. I think after.
Yes, Opal pointed this out. Hang on, I don't mean to immediately interrupt.
Yes, yeah.
Since the day that I made Cassandra's character sheet, I was plotting since day one, baby. And finally, the math has mathed. Cassandra now has 69 health at level 11.
Fantastic.
I wanted to make sure everyone knew that was actually planned. That's the part of Pull for Initiative that was planned.
Good.
Anyway, go ahead.
Fantastic, amazing. I think that going into this, Cassandra's worried, and knowing how much she loves and cares about her friends and Lise, I think that she looks at Lise, and just to be safe, casts Death Ward on her.
Okay, on Lise.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a 4th level.
All right. You feel this ward kind of envelop you with this magic. You now have a death ward on you.
Actually, is it too late? Sorry.
Is it too late to what?
Is it too late to decide to do it on someone else?
She pulls the death ward back off of you.
She goes, wait. I realized that Lise has a lot of stuff preventing her from death, and Cassandra doesn't. She's gonna cast Death Ward on herself. I think what happens is Cassandra goes to cast Death Ward on Lise, and Lise, without looking at her, grabs her hand and makes her do it on herself.
This ward that was creeping around your person immediately gets sucked away and envelops Cassandra instead.
Yes.
Okay. Cassandra is now death warded.
Thank God. Okay.
Does she take any bonus actions?
Yeah, she'll. Well,
She could assign Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, Lise I already have inspiration.
You have an inspiration. So it's weird. Inspiration and Bardic Inspiration are two very different things.
Okay.
Inspiration is awarded by the DM at any point. And what that does is... we have not made use of it because I always forget to make use of it. So this is a Pull for Initiative first. You have inspiration, which basically means that at any point, you can take a roll that you flub, and before I tell you the result of it, you can choose to use your inspiration to re-roll it. Bardic Inspiration is slightly different, and in fact, you could use both of them back to back, because Bardic Inspiration is a die that you get awarded, and then you can add the total of that die to any spin before I tell you the result.
All right.
So, for example, if you roll a 10 total, you might be like, "Oh my god, I'm right there, close to. I feel like I could hit it if I just had a few more points." Then you can add the Bardic Inspiration. But
all right,
flat out inspiration lets you fully reroll.
All right, I'll have her give Lise Bardic then.
Okay. As you guys are approaching the Fortune Empress, she casts that ward and boom, 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 boom. There once was a pirate, terror of the seas. Starts beating your song and her drum. Take 1d10 Bardic Inspiration die.
Hell yeah. All right. 1d10. A d10 looks like a little spinny die.
I guess so. Yeah, it kind of does.
Like a little
Like
top.
a top. All right. And with that, next up in the order would be the Shifting Tempest.
I think that Lise, can we say that they have worked out a code? Lise says, I'll stop twice on the deck when I want you to take the bite, so I don't have to like use my action to take out the fucking notebook and write it down.
Okay, sure.
Well, we don't want to go around the sides.
We'll just start treating the writing in the book. If you're already kind of giving it commands, we can kind of just treat it as like a free action. I'll only treat it as an action if you aren't like actively like talking back and forth with the Tempest.
Okay. Well, okay, so so we have been spotted, but now they're getting attacked from behind. We don't want to go around the sides where the cannons are, but we gotta get to the stern somehow. Well, they're gonna try to turn. So we've got to destroy the helm as fast as we can. But we can't go around the sides, but they're gonna turn. But I said that we should take a bite out of the back of the ship. This is a great start.
The weight of the decisions are beginning to weigh on you, huh?
Yeah. Should I take a bite out of the front and try and get some of these smaller cannons out of the way? But then that's the bite, right? The Tempest doesn't want to take more than one bite. Okay. I guess for now we will try to get closer without getting in range of the cannons. How far?
No, you are like fully in range of everything. All they have to do is turn.
Right. Oh, and they're going to turn.
I will say you are sailing into the wind, so you'll be doing full, or I guess sailing with the wind rather, is the phrasing. But yes, you'll be moving at full speed.
I'm trying to decide. It's a 50-50 which way they could turn. I gotta try and stay. Well, no, I shouldn't try and stay with the front of the ship because I gotta get to the back.
I mean, none of the cannons are able to point at you right now.
I know.
Ships
But
are not very good at shooting directly in front of them.
Well, I know, but I guess I could get on the ship, right? I could, because
you can certainly do that.
Because the Tempest can sail itself and fire the cannons by itself. So I could. No, but there's a bunch of Valiver on that ship. We would be overwhelmed like very quickly.
It does kind of look like a buzzing hive on there.
Yeah, Lisa's like has that idea, looks at the ship and goes, nope, that looks like teleporting into a literal ant swarm, an anthill, into a shaken wasp's nest. Okay, so getting on the ship is a no-no. Good to know. Let's fire on them.
Okay.
And
You want the ship to turn?
yeah, let's fire on them while they can't fire on us yet.
And do you want your ship to get closer at all?
Will getting closer do more damage?
No, it'll just close more of the gap between you guys.
Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer. And so they said that we are trying to take out the masts and the helm, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to aim for the masts as much as we can.
Oh, great. I may have messed up here. Hang on. Roll 20's fighting me.
I will also say Lise definitely has her flag raised. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's like
The,
you
sea
know
scourge.
you know who's fucking coming for you. Like she's not trying to keep it a secret.
The sea scourge is Jolly Roger with bright red hair beneath the spilling from the tricorn ripples above you as the shifting tempest approaches closer and does sort of almost like a sharp heel turn mere feet away from the ship and opens fire. You specifically want to fire on what?
The masts, if I
The
can.
masts. All 20 of the starboard side cannons ring out, and you open fire. Give me 1 second to calculate all this out. 13 of those shots hit.
Nice.
Hit the masts. And now we are going to roll damage.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. All your cannons ring out as you connect 13 of these shots with the masts of the Fortune Empress and do a grand total of 282 damage
Oh my god.
to the sails. The sails are not completely destroyed. However, they are badly damaged, and a few of them have been ripped clean open.
Hell yeah. Lisa's like, let's go, Tempest! Hell yeah!
The cannonballs begin rolling back into place on the shifting Tempest. The cannons on the starboard side will be out of commission for 1 turn now.
That's fine.
And that is the shifting Tempest's turn. Next up is the Fortune Empress, who immediately begins rotating, and manages to rotate so that its port backmost cannons are facing the Dreadnought, and its frontmost starboard cannons are facing the shifting Tempest. However, immediately upon this rotation occurring, a readied action by the Dreadnought is triggered, and it sinks below the water.
Nice.
And all those cannon shots, the cannonballs fly in the face of right where the Dreadnought just was, but all of them missing their mark. However, 25 cannons are pointed at the shifting Tempest.
All right, let's get the fuck out of Dodge, friends.
Ooh. say 17 of these shots meet your ship either on the masts or the helm or the body of your ship, all of which are treated the same because it is one organism.
Right.
And the shifting tempest suddenly takes 300. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't expect it to land on that. 350 damage instantly.
Jesus Christ. Lisa's like,
And-
okay.
It's nightmarish. The cannonballs you see coming toward your ship. You see what feels like a wall of black approaching your ship as these cannonballs make contact. The force is enough to cause your entire ship to rock heavily against all of that pressure. And you notice the book is in your offhand. Text is appearing, but it's not like it usually is, where it gently fades in. No, this text, like, comes in garbled at first, and then hunger appears on the page.
I turn to Cassandra and I go, okay, the Tempest wants to eat the ship, and now I'm kind of scared that maybe it's a bad idea. But I'm gonna let him do it. But yeah.
Next up is Helga. What does
Helga
she
can't-
do?
Helga can't do anything. You didn't give Helga a long rest either.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. I'll quickly long rest her sheet. All right, she's long rested.
Cool. I mean, yeah, Helga, she doesn't have any spells or any long-ranged anything. Is there anything that the Tempest, the cannonballs reload themselves, right? After, or no, they need to be reloaded after 3 turns?
Well, they are. The mechanism is currently reloading them. It'll take the next turn. The the starboard side cannons will not be able to fire. That's the right side of your ship. However, the left side, the port side, are still loaded,
Okay.
and they will be able to fire 3 times before they are out of ammunition, and will need to be
Jeez.
manually reloaded.
Okay, so that'll probably be on Helga to be doing all of that. So I guess Helga is gonna go, like, stand near the cannons and kind of get ready to load them when they need to be loaded.
Okay. Where do you want her to go?
I don't know. She'll come stand over here.
Okay. Do you want her to ready any actions, or?
Can she ready an action to, like, reload it when it needs to be reloaded?
Are you wanting her to? So when I say they'll need to be reloaded, I mean, like, all the cannons will be empty. So at that point, reloading them will just be like firing them like normal.
Yeah. Well,
So just get ready to fire the cannon when
yeah.
it's empty.
I guess,
Okay.
I mean, I can't really do anything else with her at this current moment in time, you know?
Okay.
Unless there's something I'm just not thinking of, but I don't know what that would be.
No, you're fine. Next up is the Dredgenaught, who they resurface behind the Fortune Empress, and they seem to be getting ready for a response. However, they fire their cannons again at the helm. 4 shots ring out. I only hit that 3 times. And aim for the helm. Two of which connect. Not bad damage rolls for a total of 51 damage.
Nice. Are we using Fuse's special cannonballs?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention, yes, the explosions erupt out from the Fortune Empress, my bad.
Cool. I was just making sure.
But yes, splinters explode out from the deck of the helm section of the ship, and more Valiver are scurrying to the back cannons and preparing to fire.
Oh no. Help.
Next up is you, Lise.
Lisa's like, oh god. Okay, all right. Here's what we're going to do. What are we going to do? Let's take a gander, shall we? Let us look. How far away are we?
Let's find out. You are about 100 and 150, 160 feet away from like the starboard edge of this ship. God, I did it again. Way roll 20 works. I keep like covering up the token with the ship.
So I'm 150 feet away?
About so, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do whatever I can just to fuck them up.
What has Lise prepared for us today?
I mean, really nothing special. It's really nothing more than you would expect, right?
Oh.
5th level fireball.
Whoa, okay. Where are you aiming for?
I'm trying to get the cannons, or like the Valiver near the cannons.
Okay.
Also trying to set this ship on fire.
Tell me generally where you're aiming for. So we can say the front left, front right, middle right, middle left, or back left, back right. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to hit the back though.
Yeah, no. Lise is like here. She'll come like here. So from where she is, probably like around here.
Okay. So like the starboard bow area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And fireball ignites flammable objects, so the ship will catch on fire.
Okay.
It is a dexterity save from the ship and any creature that is within that range.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So the way we'll resolve this is will be a general attack on the hull of the ship. Go ahead and can you tell me what this roll entails?
What do you mean?
The like for the damage?
It's 10d6.
Okay. So
Plus 4.
the ship is not going to be able to do a dexterity save, so we're going to do full damage.
Right.
Give me that damage roll for the 5th level fireball.
Okay. For the fireball, God, 10d6. Why did I do this to myself? Hold on. How many d6 do I currently have? I might have 10. That is 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's 8, 9.
And before Ben suggests a macro, I mean, I'm always suggesting macros. You think I would have been able to roll that cannon damage without macros?
10. All right, I found 10d6.
Okay. Sounds like a fucking baby rattle.
All right. God damn it. I'm just gonna put all of this into my fucking calculator.
Okay. I can also roll a macro for you.
No.
ASMR hours of dice.
Uh, 34.
34
4.
total damage.
Plus 4 is 38. Yeah, I rolled a couple ones. There were a couple of ones in there.
All right. Let me do some math here.
It could have been better. Could have been better.
All right. So the way I'll treat this is, we're kind of bending the rules a little bit because honestly, this would take way too long to figure out mathematically. So dividing that, I think with that explosion, that massive fireball, that level 5 fireball that connects with the cannons on the starboard bow, it explodes, and 4 of those cannons are pushed out of alignment.
Hell yeah.
It will take a concerted effort to put them back into place. There are 4 less cannons firing from the front right of the ship.
Nice.
Now,
nice.
The surface of the hull does take that 34 damage. You get the feeling that the 34 was absolutely nothing. However, it doesn't catch on fire, but it explodes out, and some of the embers light the sails on fire.
Hell yeah. It doesn't catch it. I wonder, is it fireproof?
And the sails take an additional 8 burning damage, and that fire is spreading.
Nice.
But yes, the surface of the wood shimmers instead of catching on fire.
Oh, stupid magic wood.
And that is your move. Did you add your bonus? Yes. Okay. Cool. Is that the end of your turn? I know Foxbud is also on your turn, but I don't know what you want him to do.
He can't do anything right now.
Okay. With that, we reach the end of the initiative order, and we are back to top of the order, Cassandra.
Cassandra's gonna cast Death Ward on the ship.
Okay.
I realized that the Tempest can also die.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a second, 4th level Death Ward.
Is this a concentration spell?
No.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Cool. She cast Death Ward on your ship. Your ship is now Death Warded.
Nice.
Awesome. Give me 1 second. Keeping track of things here. Okay. And next up is the Shifting Tempest.
How far can I move in the direction of the back of the ship?
Here. Let me rotate you guys real quick. Since you're still kind of sailing into the wind, we'll treat it as full speed. That's a 140-foot token. So you could make it to about midway over. Right about. Like the tip of your ship would be over here.
That's a lot of cannons on me still.
Yes, the midsection of the ship has 50 cannons.
Jesus Christ.
It is the deadliest part of the ship to be shot from.
I don't know how to get back there without getting fucking blown to pieces. And if I were to turn around and head back towards the front of the ship, how far would I get?
To do a full 180 turn, you would not move. If you recall, when you do a full 180, your ship cannot sail for that turn. It can merely.
That's right. Well, I'm not gonna head more in the direction of the fucking. But I guess this is gonna depend on who are they aiming at more. Are they gonna turn their
warded?
Yes, but are they gonna turn their full cannons on us? I gotta get to the back, like, as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I am death warded, but that only means the first time I go to 0, I'm only reduced to 1. And so any other damage after that, it's, like, dead.
Yeah.
So I can... the fuck, dude, 50 cannons. I only have, like, 400 health left.
Mm-hmm.
If I make it to the back, the Tempest is gonna have to bite before it gets any more damage. When the Tempest eats something, it heals, correct?
You're not really sure. I mean, it
I'm
looked better
to,
when it finished eating last time, but
I'm gonna have to gamble that that's true, because if I make it to the back with like no health left, it takes a bite and it's not healed, then it was all for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we're death warded. This could go so many different ways, but I think I just have to go for, I have to get to the back as soon as possible.
Okay.
I think I write to the Tempest like, let's go, bitch, fast as you can.
That text disappears into the page, and that garbled text appears again. And this time, the text settles into a more bolded, but also like scratchier font that just says "hunger." And you said to sail as far as it can in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do that real quick here. You sail as far as you can. Do you open fire on the sails again?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait, no, you cannot. That's right. The right cannons are reloading right now.
Oh, shit, you're right. Damn it.
All right. So that is the Shifting Tempest's turn. We are on to the Fortune Empress.
Yeah, I think I just moved myself right into position to die.
It actually rotates.
Oh.
Like so. In order to position its rear cannons, all 25 directly at you, and then the other 25 directly at the Dreadnought. At which point,
These fools.
At which point, this activates your father's ready to action again. He tugs on that lever, and his ship plummets into the ocean.
Elise is like, I think as this Shifting Tempest was going forward, she's like, literally, like, she's like got anxiety. She's like, God, like, the full cannons are on us. Like, this is a gamble. Like, this is bad. And she watches as they turn their butt closer to her and just goes, those idiots.
Those shots ring out in the back, flying toward where your father's ship once was, and you see like this explosion of water again in place of where his ship was. You are not out of the woods, though,
No.
as 25 cannons once again rain hellfire down on your ship.
25 is better than 50.
Let's see here. "14 of those shots connect."
All right. Not great, not great.
You see another one of those walls of cannonballs, although this time it feels more like a wave of heat as well, as you are not that far from the cannons this time, as the shifting tempest takes 323 damage.
All right.
The boards of your ship, as these cannonballs are exploding out the planks of wood, they are turning a deathly gray, and you are seeing exposed mimic flesh between some of the boards and purple blood spilling out.
Lisa's like, oh man, if anyone ever doubted that it was alive before now.
And then you notice in your offhand, text appears on the page again, and this time it says hunger, but it fills the page, the letters wrapping around. It's practically illegible. It feels like the book is screaming at you.
Lisa's like, okay. Lisa writes back.
You try to write back, your text is just additional ink on this completely ink-riddled page. You can't even tell what you're writing at this point.
She's like, all right, doesn't even try. She's like, all right, yeah.
Next up is Helga.
I don't know that she can Helga fire the cannon manually that she is next to?
You can. I will take it out of the 20 cannon.
That's not worth it. I don't
firing
know
loop if you want.
I really don't know what to do with Helga in this long distance ship battle. Somebody should get her a bow or something.
Okay.
Helga's gonna stand by.
She wields her massive maul and prepares to beat any Valiver that get close.
Yeah, that's good. She'll ready an action to, as soon as someone comes within range of her, just aim for the head.
You notice something, by the way. The front bow of the ship that you're standing on, you feel like it's beginning to rise.
What?
And Cassandra turns to you and she says, I think maybe we don't want to be on the bow.
Yeah. Helga, get to the back of the ship. Run.
Do you want her to take a dash action?
Helga's gonna dash action to the back of the ship.
God damn it. These fucking
Lisa's like,
tokens.
I didn't think about this at all.
All right, she runs back toward the stairs of the ship and she says, Helga will do as friend says. Have to get flower pots!
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you could. Focus on the flower pots, Helga.
Next up is the Dreadnought, which once again resurfaces behind the shift, not behind the shifting, behind the Fortune Empress.
Mm-hmm.
Let me position it there. Resurfaces and lets loose 4 more cannon blasts on the helm of the ship. And ooh, 3 of them connect. And three of these shots connect directly with the helm of the ship, and the Fortune Empress takes 58 damage to its helm. And suddenly, you see the wheel, the captain's wheel, the base of it explodes, and the wheel begins rolling off the ship.
Hell yeah.
And that is the Dreadnought's turn. It is your turn, Lise.
Lise stomps twice on the helm. Or not on the helm, on the front. What's it called? The starboard, the front. She stomps twice and runs.
Okay. Do you just run toward the back as well?
Yes. And hold on, how far could she get? She's only got 30. Hold on. How far away? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, she'll dash.
Action.
She'll dash action, yeah.
Okay.
35, 40, 60. Yeah, she'll dash action. And Foxbud is gonna do that as well.
Okay.
Does
Foxbud have 30 or 40 feet of movement?
40.
So he can take a dash action for 80 feet.
Yeah. God, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yeah, he makes it. Like right up next to Lise.
Leaving Cassandra the only one on the bow. But that's okay because your turn ends and it is now Cassandra's turn.
Okay, she gets the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, she gets the hell out of there. Let's see, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. She makes it to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. And that was with a dash action?
Yeah, she was standing really close to the front.
Okay.
As Lisa's running away, she knows that probably no one can hear her, but she's hoping they're close enough. She just goes, "Nobody look!" She's really adamant about the privacy of the shifting tempest.
As you yell that out, you actually turn around after running, and you realize you can see directly into the captain's cabin of the Fortune Empress from this angle.
Is Will Sterling in there?
You realize something.
Uh-oh.
You don't see Will Sterling.
Who do I see?
You see Reginald Chilvane.
Uh-oh. Vampires on the ship! Vampires on the ship!
Vampires?
I don't know. I don't trust him. His name is Chilvane. You can't fool me.
All right, next up is the Shifting Tempest.
But
That book in your hand, by the way, it's vibrating.
Can I just say, if Lise made eye contact with Reginald Chilvane, she would have flipped him off. But,
Good. Lisa's now flicking off Reginald Chilvane in the captain's quarters.
Fantastic. Anyway, back on to pressing matters. Yeah, at least stomps her foot. The book is vibrating in her hand, and I think she just yells like, "Go for it, Tempest!"
The front bow of your ship, the wood begins to crack. The tome in your hand has stopped vibrating, and your ship does this like rotation while still moving. It like heel turns into
Tokyo
this.
drifts.
Tokyo drifts into this as it feels like it practically rehearsed this move. Your ship, it looks like it's underneath it. It should be on top, but whatever.
Yeah.
Your ship, the front bow of your ship tears up as the splinters explode out from the cracking boards. And you see, as the boards begin to fall away, more and more of that purplish, pinkish mimic flesh. And a massive tongue shoots out from the front of your ship, barbed with razor-sharp barbs, crashes through the captain's quarter windows and out the other side, wrapping around, pulling the ship closer. The ship tears open wider and wider. It feels like you're standing on a ramp at this point, and these massive razor-sharp teeth crash into the hull of the Fortune Empress as it takes 250 points of damage from that bite, and it no longer can move.
This is like, hell yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
And Reginald explodes out from the captain's quarters and cries out,
We must not allow them to have the Empress! On them now!
This is like, eat the ship! Eat the ship! It's just like being like a psychopath. Like,
and it is now the Fortune Empress's turn. However,
uh-oh.
it's a bit unable to operate right now.
It's a bit stuck, you might say.
Let me roll some dice here. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one.
Oh god. What, are you gonna fire the cannons into my ship's mouth?
Ooh. Nice. So instead of us doing the Fortune Empress as one large turn, we're going to split out some turns now. Give me 1 second. A bunch of Valiver leap onto your ship. 4 of
Get
them
off my
in
ship!
total. Along with Reginald Chilvane.
You know what? I've wanted to kill you the minute that I saw you. This is apt. Killing you in the middle of the ocean when no one can see and there will be no witnesses.
And these Valiver land on the front bow of your ship, and in front of them, Reginald leaps forward with like a strength you didn't think he was capable of.
Yeah, he's like an old man.
And he lands next to the front mast, and he looks a bit different, but you can't quite place it. He
Does he
looks
look like
sickly.
Does he look like a vampire? Does he got red eyes and pale skin?
Next up in the order is Helga.
Helga fucking explodes as soon as people land on this ship. She charges forward. She's gonna dash action her ass all the way up there.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, she right. Well, do I want her to get right up to Reginald Chauvin? You know what?
Oh, it's up to you.
She's not going to take a dash action. She's going to stop a healthy distance away. She's going to stop. I think she can make it here without taking a dash action in front of Cassandra. And she will bonus action enter a rage.
Okay.
And
Flower pots!
I'm confident that she can stay in combat, so she's going to frenzy rage.
Okay.
Wait, did we decide that if she rages but doesn't attack that turn, that she still stays in the rage?
I don't know that she would. I can't remember what the rule was, but I feel like she would have to attack that round.
Okay, so never mind that.
Okay.
She will
just save the rage for next time.
She will run up and ready in action.
I'm about to scream about flower pots!
She'll ready in action to enter a rage
Okay.
and swing on the first motherfucker who comes
that's
up
two
on
actions. You gotta pick
She
one or the
will.
other.
Well, entering a rage is a bonus action, so
Well, yes, but that is a type of action.
she's gonna ready in action to rage
Okay.
as soon as these motherfuckers get up on her.
Sounds good to me. All right. Okay. Time to resolve some more things.
Oh yeah, does my tempest look better now that it's eaten or what?
It doesn't quite look better yet.
Okay.
But if you try to write anything in that book, nothing comes back.
She's like, all
it
right,
is
it's eating.
Mind blank right now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So in the initiative order, Valiver's C and D are actually the next up. Valiver C is easily able to get up to Helga, rather.
And she has
And
a
so
ready
is
to
Valiver
action.
D. All right, she enters a rage now, I guess.
Will she stay? Hold on. Will she stay in that rage?
Yeah, we'll say she stays in the,
All right.
fucking rage.
Okay. Cool.
And they both swing attacks on her. Does she?
Okay.
She has resistance to slashing damage while in a rage, right?
She has resistance to a bunch of shit while she's. It's not even when she's in a rage. It's just like, oh no, it is when she's in a rage. She has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so all physical damage.
Yes.
I assume a 20 hits and a 22 hits. Oh wow, okay. And then I assume an 8 and a 9 do not hit.
No.
So Valiver C whiffs it really bad, but Valiver D connects both swings of its long sword, and does. Um, 12 slashing. Well, no, not 12. Sorry, I did my math wrong. 16 slashing damage.
Worse.
To Helga. As both of these swings hit. And then Valiver C, I think, swings where Helga was before she got hit.
Yeah.
And misses both of its swings.
Haha.
And they say,
Warning! You are in violation of Naval Code 3721 and Naval Code 3723 and Naval Code 3725. And it lists out a number of laws that you are breaking while attacking Helga.
Great. Lisa's like, God, just shut up.
The Dreadnought, I believe the crew is now trying to find a way that they can help you guys. They rotate their ship.
You haven't turned the voice mod off.
Oh, sorry. They rotate the ship. How are we going to do this? This is an awkward position we've ended up in. They can rotate 90 degrees. They rotate and try to prepare to get into position to fire the cannons on the Valiver, but are unable to just yet.
All right.
Next up
She's
is
like, hey,
Elise.
don't hurt my ship, please. Actually. I'm cold. Sorry, I'm putting a blanket on because I'm cold.
Okay.
Sorry. The goth aesthetic is going to be ruined because I'm chilly.
Okay, hey, cozy can be goth.
Yeah, my little blankie with foxes on it. Lise sees Reginald Chilvain. And I feel like her fucking, like, I don't know, her brain explodes. Like, she just ignites. I think that she looks at him and is just so like, I'm gonna fucking get you, you stupid bitch. Let's see. Lise, in this moment, this burning anger upon seeing this fucking obnoxious man who tore down her statue and was a huge asshole to her and just is a douchebag and is probably a vampire. I like to imagine that her magic comes from Helia, and I know that Helia doesn't like grant her spells or anything like that, but I think that she like summons the like I don't know, not the visage of the phoenix, but like the power of the phoenix. Like she reaches deep inside herself, she grabs something new, and she just fucking hurls it at him.
Okay, are you using a new spell?
She's using a new spell. She casts a 5th level immolation on Reginald Chilvain.
Your eyes absolutely like do go white, and your hair is actually floating fully at this point, and sparks are actually kind of flying out of it a bit.
Nice.
And the air around you has grown warmer, and you summon this power from the deep. Let me know what this spell does.
I think, okay, yeah. So it is a DC 18 dexterity save. The description is flames wreathe one creature you can see within range. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. On a failed save, the target also burns for the duration. The burned target sheds light in a 30-foot radius. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats the saving throw. It takes an additional 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, and the spell ends on a successful one. These magical flames can't be extinguished by non-magical means.
Interesting. Okay.
And if he dies from the spell, it turns him into ashes.
Okay. Give me that dex save DC again.
18.
Yeah, so
He makes it.
describe this spell as it comes into contact with him.
I think not knowing if it hits or not, regardless. Well,
I mean, it
he'll
still does damage even if
he'll
even
still
if
take
it's saved.
damage. Yes, Lise, I think is like, her ship is hurt. She's really stressed out about this. Bedlam was being really weird earlier. Like, a lot of shit has happened. And she fucking sees this man. Yeah. She, like I said, I think just ignites. Like, her hair, her eyes. She reaches inside of herself. She, like, just like, I feel like inside of her is like a raging inferno. And she just like pulls some like flames out of it. And she looks at him and she says, "You fucked around, and now you're going to find out." And I think she just like fucking whips this fire at him, and it like he goes up in flames.
As this fireball flies toward him, he locks eyes with you, and you're so sure that this would have hit him. You're sure that this was a direct hit. But then, it's like the skin on his face like stretches a bit as you see his eyes go from this like golden yellow to this blood red.
Ow. Yeah.
His fangs lengthen out, and he stretches back the skin of his face, and he looks like this ghoulish interpretation of a man, and he hisses at you. And with an impossible speed, he warps right next to where he just was. The immolation still hits him, but it's almost impossible how he moved like that. He succeeds on the save.
I think Lise just starts jumping up and down going, "I told you! Cassandra! I told you he was a vampire! I told you! No one has the last name Chilvain! No one!"
All right, so give me that damage, and we're gonna have it.
Yeah, that's... Okay. Uh, 30, so 15. Bonus action to do her thing, so 19.
19 total damage or 19 halved?
19 total.
Okay, so halving that would be 9 damage.
It would be no. It would be 34 halved.
Okay, so 17 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. His incredibly immaculate robes are singed, and his sheet white skin is burned lightly as this immolation connects with him. Is he on fire, or is that only on a failed dexterity save?
I believe it's only on a failed. Yeah.
Okay. I need to mark. I just realized I never marked that death. Those 2 death wards. Those were 4th level spells from Cassandra, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just marked those down. Okay. All right. What does Foxbud do? And I assume you used your bonus action for the extra damage.
I used my bonus action. Foxbud is so sick of these fucking guys. I think he sees them again, and he's just like, they're hard to bite. And it hurts my teeth. but he is ravenous nonetheless. He's gonna run and attempt to help Helga fighting these fucking Valiver.
Helga is standing on the stairs. How is he going to do this?
He will teleport, and he gets to make an attack after teleporting.
Okay.
So he can teleport up to 40 feet, so he'll run. Oh, I moved your ship on accident instead of Foxwood. Okay. God damn it. There we go. Okay.
Now you know my pain.
Yeah. So he'll run here, and then he will teleport. He's got to be within range of Helga. God, Helga needs to get off the fucking stairs. I think Helga on her turn is going to run in between them. So Foxblood's going to teleport here for now. So he won't get advantage this turn, but that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to make his multi-attack.
All right.
So that is, god damn it. All right, 2 attacks. First one, is 23 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
Great. So I'll roll damage for that. That is 5. That's 9 damage.
Okay.
And it has to make a strength save.
Okay.
DC 13.
Ooh. Actually failed that.
Fantastic. It is knocked prone.
So you have
So he
advantage on this next one.
Yes, sir.
Purple for prone.
18 again. A natural 20.
Okay.
So that'll
that's a
be
crit.
Yes, sir. That is 10. That's 20 piercing damage.
Okay.
And he's already prone. So yeah, that is Foxblood's turn.
That was... Sorry, could you repeat that damage amount?
20.
Okay.
Foxblood teleports up there, bites the shit out of this fucking thing. Knocks him on his ass.
As he's tackling this Valiver to the ground, the Valiver cries out,
You are now additionally in violation of anti-personal assault on an officer.
Great. Fantastic.
all right, with that, we are on to Cassandra.
Cassandra is going to... This is a good question. What wills Cassandra do? Oh, that's Lise. God, she has so many spells. You know, Cassandra is going to cast Mirror Image on herself at a 3rd level.
All right.
Let's start using all of these cool fucking spells that she has, you know?
Yeah. And that's a concentration spell, yeah? I think that's
No.
concentration. No? Okay.
No, it's not.
I can't remember which ones are concentration and which ones aren't. She has a lot.
Yeah, it's not concentration.
All right, cool. So those mirror images of herself emerge. She has a higher, I believe... Is it a higher DC, or is it that we have to roll and see if they attack one of her images or her?
It's each time a creature targets you with an attack, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of the duplicates. She has 3, so you have to roll within the 6 or higher. Blah, blah. The duplicate's AC equals 10 plus your dexterity.
Okay.
And if you attack the duplicate, it's destroyed.
Yes. Okay. All right.
So that's her action, and she can't attack with a bonus action right now. Okay, that's what
Okay.
she did. She's also going to move.
Okay. We'll
Gonna
say
get-
she can push past Helga.
She's gonna get the fuck off the stairs. Is what she's
okay.
gonna do. She's gonna come up here and start attacking Valiver C.
She will take an attack of opportunity from Valiver D because she enters its radius and then leaves its radius.
Can you? No,
I
sure
believe
you
it will. I think when you're prone, though, I think it has disadvantage.
Can it still do it if it's prone, or it just has this?
It should be able to attack when prone. Yes, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls, so it will
Okay.
get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
She'll take that.
Okay.
Lower of these two rolls.
Give me 1 second. Okay, I assume a 13 does not hit.
No.
Um,
Well, actually, 13 is
Warning,
exactly.
fleeing from an officer is against the law.
Well, so 13 is her armor class. Hold on, but let me
Oh.
see what. But because of mirror image, I think it might instead.
okay, so we have to roll to see if it attacks one of the mirror images. I'll roll and tell you what it gets.
Yeah, you must roll.
What does a
Wait.
15 do?
Hold on.
Holding.
If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. Okay, so each time a creature targets you with an attack, roll a d20 to determine whether the
Okay.
attack. Okay, so
we'll say that
I
was
have
your
to-
roll then. So it was redirected to a duplicate.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Yeah, so she has 2 left. One of them disappears.
Great.
Cool.
Cool.
Sorry.
Cuts the ankle of one of the images and it disperses in a cloud of smoke.
Awesome.
Next up is Reginald Chilvane.
Oh god. Oh.
These fangs are massive, and he hunches down into a crouched position, eyes locked on you,
Yeah.
and says, "You will fetch a handsome reward." And leaps across the ship toward you with an impossible speed and attacks.
Shield.
You actually get attacked twice. Which attack are you going to shield?
First one.
Does a 21 hit with shield?
Yeah, it still does. That sucks.
And does
Damn.
a 16 hit without?
A 16 hits without shield, yes, but it wouldn't have hit with shield. But damn it, I should have done it on the second one. Fuck. Damn it. I always do it on the wrong one.
He sinks his teeth into you.
Help.
And you feel the blood leaving your arm as he begins sucking the blood from your veins. And you at first take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
It doesn't seem as bad as you thought. However, milliseconds later, you feel it, the magic entering your bloodstream.
Okay. Oh, those are some clinky dice.
You take 13 necrotic damage.
No.
And this damage feels different. It's agonizing.
Oh, help.
Your hit point maximum has been reduced.
Oh.
You feel your very life essence leaving your body with this bite. Until your next long rest, your health is permanently reduced.
To what?
29.
No, not 29. God damn it.
And with his second attack, swings his claws. You realize his nails have grown incredibly long and sharp. and he slashes at your stomach.
No.
Or an additional. Oh, he did really poorly on this one. 5 damage.
Damn. I don't know how to change my max HP.
Your max HP has been reduced on the Roll20 board.
All right, yeah, it's just in my Roll20. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is like ew. First of all,
You see this like horrific bloodlust in his eyes, and with that, that is the end of his turn.
this is bad.
Next is the Shifting Tempest, and that massive maw crunches down again on the Fortune Empress for an additional hold. 216 damage. And when it crunches into the ship this time, you see ripples move through the Tempest.
Oh.
But it doesn't seem like it's healing. But whatever's happening, it feels like your ship is feeling more energetic.
Okay.
With each bite, it is getting more ravenous. Next up are Valivers A and B,
Okay.
who rush toward Cassandra and both swing attacks.
All right.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. No, a 13. Well, no, a 13 does hit. But an 11 does not. And, oh, here we go. 24 and a 22 do hit, so that's 3 of those that hit. So 3 attacks hit on Cassandra. Here, let me do a macro for these. She takes 23 points of damage
Oh.
as these Valiver swing their blades down on her. Next up in the order is Helga.
I think Helga sees this happen at least and just goes, oh no. She'll take attacks of opportunity to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Valiver D will not have an attack of opportunity. Valiver C will, because Valiver D already used his attack of opportunity.
That's fine. She's gonna run up to Reginald and attempt to beat the shit out of him.
A mod 20 will hit.
All right. She'll eat that.
She takes 9 points of damage.
Great.
From Valiver C. Okay. What does she do to Reginald Chilvane?
She is frenzy attacking, so she simply attacks 3 times and tries to kill him. So that
Those
is all right. Let's see. First one. 26. Nope, 28 to hit.
Okay, that'll do it.
So that's 2d6 plus 6. Oh, doesn't she get extra something? She gets plus 3 damage as well. So it's actually 6, 7, 8. So it's actually plus 9.
Okay.
So that is 6 plus 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the first one does 15 damage.
Okay.
Second one, 29 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
That's 6. That's 12 plus 9. Is what?
21.
21
That'll
to
hit.
hit. That's no. 21 is the damage.
Oh, 21 is the damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And finally, does a 24 hit?
It does hit.
Cool.
Yeah, no, a 21 hits, but a 24 doesn't. You actually went too high.
Last one does 16 damage.
All right. She wails on him a bit.
Stop eating, Fred.
And Reginald takes a massive amount of damage from Helga.
Yeah.
And all right. With that, next up are Valivers C and D. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Valiver D gets up. Valiver C attacks Cassandra. Valiver D attacks Foxbud.
All right.
Does okay? Yeah, 22 and a 24 will hit Cassandra, right?
Yeah.
So she takes. Oh my god, okay. They rolled really poorly. She takes 11 points of damage. Actually, wait, hang on. Roll that d20 twice.
Yes. 3.
Okay.
Wait,
So I
so
don't think
she
that's
has.
redirected.
Well, she has 2 left. So, oh no, hold on, I'm looking at the wrong spell.
Yeah, I don't think a 3 will do it. I think the DC gets higher as you lose mirror images.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one hits. Second one also hits.
Okay. No mirror images were hurt in the making of this scene.
But Cassandra was.
Yes. Both of these shots hit her. Next up is Foxbud. He gets hit with... Oh, 2 misses.
Great. Can't hit him. He's a
I
little
assume
boy.
a 9 does not hit.
No.
Next up in the initiative, we have the Dredgenot. And they are going to continue rotating about, and they move forward and begin opening fire on the Valiver. You actually see Stacy, Becky, Jay, and Flint specifically aiming the cannons directly at the Valiver, attempting to pick them off.
This is like, this guy's a vampire!
Okay, let me pull up armor class.
Damn, I was not ready to fight a vampire on the ocean. I wasn't prepared for that.
Combat conditions that you would never expect, only here at Pulfar Initiative. 2 of those shots miss. Oh my god, they fucking whiff most of their shots. Only one of these connect. Alright. Valiver A takes 19 bludgeoning damage as one of these cannonballs managed to connect directly with his hip. Indent him real bad. Next up in the initiative order is you, Lise.
Thank God. Okay. Lisa's like, help. help, help, help. Help, 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 help. Lisa's going to. She's going to step away. She is going to. she's going to... let's fourth level false life.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 2 plus 19 is 21. So she gets 21 temporary hit points.
Okay. These creepy ass bones extend around your form as you gain this additional 21 hit points.
She's like, these are my bones. And they will help me. Bonus action, Mantle of Flame.
Okay. You create a ring of fire around yourself. And
She says vampires can't like fire.
that is actually no. Foxbud is next.
Foxbud, I'm so glad that you asked.
Uh-oh. What's this boy gonna do?
Hold on. I gotta look something up. Let me, if it'll load. Yeah. Foxbud is going to grab Cassandra
Okay.
and thunderstep away.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can take a person with you, right?
Yes, sir. Because he can carry her. So they appear right here.
Okay.
And all of the Valiver
In a 5-foot radius or 10-foot radius?
10 foot make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
What? How do I determine the DC? Is it
It's probably his spellcasting modifier. What's his charisma?
+4? It's 19.
Okay. So then that gets added on to the base 10, I believe. So 14, I believe, would be the DC.
14, okay. Awesome.
Okay, so all of them need to resolve a DC 14.
Yes,
dexterity
it's
save.
they still take damage on a successful save, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage. Also, this thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away, so it sounds like another cannon went off.
Okay. As he thundersteps away, 2 of them succeed, and 2 of them fail. Valor's B and D fail, A and C succeed. Let's find out what that damage is.
Alright. It is 3d10. Okay, sorry, I couldn't find my other d10. It's 3d10 on a failed
it's 8
save.
plus proficiency, that's right, not 10 plus modifier. Regardless, though, 2 of them absolutely succeed. They rolled like a 19 and a 18.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. That's 16 for the one who failed and 8 for the 2 who succeeded.
Okay. Let me resolve this. Valiver D is showing some of that blue blood. All right. And I think that's the end of everything. You don't have a you You did your bonus action, correct?
I did, yeah. I know I have a lot of stuff, but yeah.
Oh, I
it's
know,
all-
but that was the thunder step. That's an action, right?
yeah, that's his action.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he can attack after that.
Next up is Cassandra.
Cassandra's like, oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Also, is she? No, she's not bloodied. Okay, she's 35. She's almost bloodied. She's very
Yeah.
close to bloodied.
Cassandra fucking looks around and is like, god damn it. I think she's gonna heal? Possibly heal?
Okay.
I think that healing is possibly a good thing to do currently. Didn't Foxbud take damage? Or no, they all whiffed their attacks on him.
Yeah. The 2 attacks on him were whiffed. The 2 on Cassandra hit.
Fantastic. Okay. She's gonna cast. Let's see, Cassandra. Cassandra's gonna do. Cassandra used 2 4th level spells. I don't know. You've only marked one of them on her sheet.
Oh, I thought I marked 2. Hang on. No, I marked 2.
Oh, interesting.
Might need to
I wonder-
refresh.
Ugh, I hate that. I hate that. Nope, it's still only showing up as 1 for me, but that's okay.
2 4th level slots, right?
She's
Yeah.
used 2 4th level slots, so
Yes,
she
I've
has
marked.
1 left.
I have marked 2.
Okay, well,
I don't
it's
know,
only
here,
showing
I'll-
up as 1 for. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I know.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, she's gonna go ahead and, you know what? We're all kind of fucked up, actually. Why is that not any higher? Oh, it is. Oh, that doesn't seem very good. Cassandra's gonna 5th level Prayer of Healing, on everyone who needs it. So just
Sounds good.
her Helga and Lise. That is 5d8 plus 4.
Okay.
All right. Okay. This is a d8. What do d8s look like? Oh god. This is a d8. And this is a d8. And this is a d8. All right. What did I say? I said 5. All right. Well, I'll roll 4 and then. All right. Oh, son of a bitch! That's so many 1s. Oh my god! There's no way. There's no fucking way that I just
I could have
rolled.
rolled a macro.
I just rolled. I'm gonna put all of my dice into a blender.
Come on,
There
tell me
ha-
how much everyone's being healed for.
There has to be something.
I'm
I can
dying
do
to
about
know.
this. There has to be something I can do. That is.
Come on, give us the great news.
Um,
5 hit points.
3, 4, 5. Well,
And this was 4th level, right?
it was 5th level.
Oh, it's 5th level. All right, I've marked it. Okay, go ahead, give us that number.
They heal for 10 damage.
Hey, that's 10 health you didn't have before. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I rolled 4 1s and a 2.
Well, you're almost at max health. Sorry, max temporary health, I should.
I'm going to scream. That was I might as well just not have done anything at that point. God damn it. Okay. What did she do? What was that? God damn it. All right, that was her spell. Yeah, that's all she can do. That's it. That's all. That's all. That's all she wrote.
I think Reginald sees her do that. And
You're gonna laugh at her because she didn't heal well?
and turns his attention to her.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. Anyway. Oh, is it his turn?
Yes. Lurches forward toward her. Does a 20 hit? Oh,
You know what?
fantastic.
You know what? No, actually. I just decided that it doesn't.
He bites her shoulder.
Hey, only I can bite my girlfriend. Get your fucking nasty ass teeth off of her.
And she takes 9 points of damage, but she then experiences the same sensation you did.
Wait. Cassandra still has 2.
Oh,
Mirror
go
images.
ahead. Roll that d20. Let's see if we redirect it.
That's an 18, bitch.
All right.
He bites nothing.
He bites into one of her forms. And it is immediately dispelled into a cloud of smoke.
Cassandra goes, ha, you fucking idiot. You can't tell a
And-
real person from a fucking...
He then swings an attack on her.
Right.
Does a...
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I must assume a 21 hits.
Hold on.
Roll that d20. Let's see if he hits one of her forms.
She rolled an 11, so last one gets destroyed, but he does
Did
not
the
hit
DC
her.
go up to 11, or did it go higher? The DC changes each time.
I had to roll. When you have 1 left, you must roll an 11 or higher.
Okay.
And she rolled an 11.
All right. She is out of those forms. The last one dissipates into a cloud of smoke, but then does that same thing again. The skin pulls back on his face, and
No!
he moves with a speed that is, it just seems impossible as he swings one final attack on her.
Oh my god. Leave her alone.
For 24 to hit. I have to assume that hits, and I don't think she has additional forms.
No, that's the last one.
So she takes 12 damage from that swipe.
Oh, stop trying to kill my girlfriend, you fucking asshole.
Afterward, he licks his fingers.
Ew. All right, is that the end of his turn now?
That is the end of his turn now.
Cool, he takes 4 fire damage.
Cool. As the coattails of his massive cloak catch fire. All right. Next up in the order is the Shifting Tempest, who continues to crunch down on this ship. Let me check how much damage it does really quick. 226 damage.
Jesus.
As it continues to crunch down on this ship, those ripples move throughout your ship again. And you could swear the boards beneath your feet are shifting.
Well,
And that
it
the
is
Shifting Tempest's turn.
it is eating something.
Next
know.
up is Valiver's A and B, who come running down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Great. Just enough movement. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25, 30.
This is bad.
And begin attacking Foxbud and Cassandra.
Again? Leave him alone. Jesus Christ.
You are in violation of Naval Code 7113 and Naval Code 7112 and Naval Code 7114.
Does 13 and okay, 23 does hit. 13 hits, right?
Who?
Cassandra.
Yes.
It's both the attacks hit her. Man, Cassandra's getting wailed on.
God, it's a good thing she has Death Ward on, but
and she takes 14 points of damage.
great.
And I just realized she's very much bloodied.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And then, yes, the attacks on Foxbud. Whoa! A nat 20! And then a
No.
mod 20. Dude,
Leave
these rolls
him
are sick.
Leave him alone.
Let me get these damage rolls for you real quick. 21 damage on Foxbud.
Great.
He's getting a little bit misty. He is losing his corporeal form slightly. Next up is Helga.
Helga's like, what the hell?
What the hell?
I think that she realizes that this is a bad situation, but it's like, I have to kill big scary man. She's just gonna keep fucking wailing on this motherfucker.
Okay.
Or you know what? She is frenzy attacking.
Mm-hmm. Frenzy rage. Frenzy rage. Flower pots!
She's going to reckless attack as her first attack.
Okay. Bear in mind, though, that means attacks on her have advantage.
I'm aware. 26 to hit.
Ooh, that'll do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I just become a bitch. I just start.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, new enemy idea, roll a d20 plus something every turn. That is your enemy's new armor class. And it was like, oh my god, that is toxic as hell.
It's like, oh great, so you are an
Just
asshole.
cannot
Fantastic.
tell what the AC is.
Fantastic. The first one does 12 damage.
Okay.
Second one does a 17 hit.
It does.
Cool.
So what was the first damage? It was 12?
12.
12, okay.
Second one 16 damage.
All right, Helga.
13 does not hit.
No, it does not.
Fantastic. That's all she wrote.
There's an awful lot of blood coming out of this man.
I hope so. I hope that doesn't help him somehow, though.
Yeah, he's like thirsty for his own blood.
Yeah. A bit.
All right. Bolivar's C and D. Let's see what you got. They both come down and attack Helga.
All right.
They swing their great swords at her a few times, or their long swords at her a few times, and let's see how many of these hit. I don't think a 12 hits on Helga,
No.
but I assume that a 21 does.
Yeah.
Holy shit! They whiffed 3 of these.
Oh.
But the third finally hits, and she takes. Hang on, let me pull up these numbers. I keep forgetting what all the numbers are. Okay. Only 5 damage. Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Two whole soldiers, and they couldn't do shit to her. Great.
Eat it. She's angry
Thanks.
about the flower pots, okay?
Thanks a lot, guys.
They don't got nothing on this woman and her gay love and her peonies
no, they have.
and her
Wait,
flower
hold on. They
pots.
have advantage on her. What am I saying?
Why do they have advantage on her?
Because she did a reckless attack.
Oh shit, you're right.
I almost forgot about that. Oh my god.
Did they roll bad?
Every one of the advantage rolls would have missed. Every one of them. The highest I rolled was a 12. Jesus Christ. That's 4 attacks.
You don't have anything on this woman and her gay love with her flower pots and her peonies. Not a damn thing.
God fucking damn it. All right. All these attacks miss. And Helga hasn't taken a single hit. Great. Love it. Okay. Dreadnought time.
Helga's like, that tickle.
They're going to do 4 attacks, each cannon aimed at a different Valiver.
Yeah, please help. Yeah, Cassandra's dying.
All right. Oh wow! All of those hit.
Yes, Stacy, Becky, hell yeah! Look, their gay love made them hit the Valiver too.
Stacy
Gay
hits
love
one.
wins.
And
Gay
she
love
screams,
wins.
"Yes, bitch! Becky, your turn!" And she fires, and she pumps her fist, and Stacy goes, "Yes, bitch!"
God, love wins.
All right.
It really does.
Valiver A takes 25 points of damage. You see some of that blue blood coming out. Valiver.
I don't feel good about it.
What? Killing the Valiver?
Yeah, like they're bad and scary, but I know that there's something fucked up with them, and I don't feel good about it.
17 damage to Valiver C. Ooh, this might be it for Valiver D. 28 points of damage. Nope, they're still standing.
God damn it. Die already.
They're looking awful, though. And
Good.
Valiver's A, B, and D are all bloodied.
Hell yeah. Damn, these cannons are so helpful.
God, I cannot believe how unlucky that was for me. God.
Gay love wins. Gay love wins. Fuck the vampires and the robots.
Next
Lisa's
up is
like,
Lise.
this is the gay love ship. You stepped to the wrong territory.
Technically, the Dreadnought is the gay love ship. They're the ones who fired.
Lisa and Cassandra are both on this ship, and Helga is fighting for her girlfriend, or for the girl that she likes, okay?
Okay.
It's Lisa's turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lisa's going to. So, it is... I don't know if that's worth it. Is it worth it? I don't know.
Is it worth it?
It's possibly worth it, but I'm unsure. It could be worth it. It's how many sorcery points is it to get a spell slot back? It's like,
I can't remember. It's a table.
it's
hang
like
on.
one more than the spell
Hang on.
level.
I have to pull up the sorcery point table. I think it's something like that. Hang on, I have it
Yeah.
here. Give me like 5 seconds.
Okay. I should probably have it up, but I don't remember.
Creating spell slots for a first level. Okay, yeah, it's one above each level. Actually, no, it's 2 points for first level, 3 points for second level, 5 points for third level, 6 points for fourth level, and 7 points for fifth level.
All right.
So yeah, after second, it's 2 points above each level.
All right. All right. She expends 7 sorcery points to get a fifth level spell slot back. And try and cast Immolation again and hope it sticks this time.
All right.
And it might not. And you know, that would be okay too.
Okay. Okay.
It is, it's once again a DC 18 dexterity save. He'll take damage either way, so it's not a total loss.
Let's see. What are we rolling? Dexterity. You see once again, with a speed unlike anything you've ever seen before, as he shifts to the side and the immolation only lightly grazes him. Whatever this ability is he's using, he's used it multiple times now. You're not sure how much more energy he has in him.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, if I make him use this ability, like, to where he can't fucking do it anymore, like, I'll take it, you know? All right, hold on. I have to count this and then divide it by 2.
Okay.
Divided by 2. What? He takes 13 fire damage. Actually, wait. I have Bardic. Can I add something to that? What can I use Bardic on?
Bardic is for like attack rolls and ability checks and such. You would have had to have like actually been actively doing something. You weren't actively doing something. He was saving.
Right. Okay. No, that's
can't use. However, Cassandra can use cutting words, I believe, to basically subtract a bardic inspiration die from someone's save, but she has to like do that on her turn.
Right. Well, that's her reaction. Yeah. So it's too late for that, but
okay.
That's something I should have been doing before this.
Yeah. You definitely would have had to like do that before I told you the outcome.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Anyway, that's what Lise does. And Foxbud is going to cast Blur on himself. God, it's so bright.
Okay.
Look like a fucking ghost.
So he's a blurry boy. You want to tell us what that does?
For the duration, everyone who attacks him has disadvantage.
All right. He's blurry.
So for a minute. Yeah, cool. He's blurry. That's what he does.
Next up is Cassandra.
Sorry. What? Cassandra.
So next up is Cassandra. Yep.
Cassandra.
Yeah, you're controlling 4 people, by the way.
I know.
You know.
I'm aware. Cassandra's gonna fucking cast her last 4th level on herself, give herself a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Do you want to roll a macro for that?
Okay.
So
it's
maybe
what level?
4th. So maybe
level?
I don't roll 5 ones again. Yeah.
Okay. What am I rolling?
I mean, you have her sheet open. You can just go to 4th level and
Okay. Let me
roll her fucking Cure Wounds. Like,
go in here really quick. Let me fucking pull up her sheet.
oh my god, why don't you have it open?
4d8 plus 4.
Yes, sir.
She gets 17 hit points back.
Listen, that has to be better than 10.
In fact, I think she's no longer bloodied. Yeah, because 35, she's at 36, and 35 would be 70. Her max health is 6. Yes, so she's no longer bloodied.
Thank God.
All right. Do you have any bonus actions?
Does she? That's a good question. Not right now, I don't think. I'm saving all her bardics for like cutting words and stuff.
Okay. All right. Reginald has his eyes set on Cassandra. He saw how bloodied she was.
Right.
He is ravenous now.
Blech. Well, she's not bloody anymore.
He lurches toward her
Bro, leave my girlfriend alone.
and attempts to bite her.
Leave her alone.
I assume a 24 hits.
God. No. What if it didn't, though?
She takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And now she feels that same magic you did
Okay.
enter her bloodstream.
All right.
And she takes. Hang on. 13 points of damage.
Great. I
And has
just
had her maximum
her.
health reduced by 13.
Son of a bitch. Okay, that's not that much worse. 56 isn't that much worse than 69. Going from like 40 something like I was to 29 was pretty bad.
Swings another attack on her.
No! Okay, she has Death Ward. Okay? If Cassandra goes down, stop attacking my girlfriend, you fucking asshole! Why is there nothing I can do about this?
Mod 20 hits.
Oh my god. I'm going to put all of your dice in a blender. You don't want me to be happy.
12 points of damage.
You want me to suffer and die. You don't want me to be happy.
She's very bloodied. In an agonizing pain.
Oh my god.
He moves with a swiftness
No! Stop attacking my girlfriend!
unlike anything you've seen before once again,
Okay,
and swings an additional attack against her.
but what if get fucked?
A mod 23 to hit. Nine damage.
Actually,
Cassandra-
it's only 3 damage.
Cassandra receives 9 points of damage, and you watch for a split second as the life leaves her eyes. That aura around her suddenly dissipates, and she holds on through the agony. Cassandra is now sitting at 1 HP. And Reginald Chilvane looks reinvigorated.